start again?
Yes.
Okay, part 2. There is victory in wisdom, Leggett.
As for wisdom, there is wisdom in your words, man of the West. Know that I shall return east. I shall
That's
not
a little
remain
too
there
bright.
forever.
I
On that
turned
day,
up the brightness
the
a bit.
strength of the
There,
bear shall
that's
be
better.
tested. If the West is one day filled with ones such as you, perhaps it shall be a worthy fight indeed.
With people such as me, man, I take down like 40 Leggets a day. What are you talking? I take down like men equal to your strength like 40 times a day. It won't be fair. It'll be sad.
I have a better idea. Quick shout out to Ellie. I've got an even better idea.
What are you doing? Why do you keep...
I'm gonna zoom it in all the way. Dang it, the blanket is blocking it.
Stop experimenting and just record.
You think I'm doing? Just setting the phone down?
Yes.
Stay,
Dude, just
stay still.
hold it.
No.
Just hold it.
Ellie.
Honestly, not.
Ellie.
You don't have to make the hard decisions of deciding whether Leggett Lady shall die by my hand or shall live by my hand. Or die.
Ellie, can
By
you...
another.
Ellie, speak. Say hi to YouTube.
Let me sit. Speak. Alright, anyways, continuing on. If you feel that war matters that much, perhaps you see differently.
I am recording on my PP.
My coming would have saved you, set your people free in ways they cannot see.
Bruh, I made the divide.
Tested them.
Well, I made
Broken
the
them
divide
with its
before it became the divide, then I made the divide.
to arise.
Divide?
Violence gave you that strength.
Divide.
Awakened you. I can see it upon your face, where 2 bullets left their mark. Perhaps it is unfortunate.
2 bullets. I only got shot in the head once.
Hear your words. Something would prove more than his match. Until the day when our armies meet again, NCR. I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
Nice.
You just murdered literally the entire camp. The general's like, I'll see you on the battlefield. How does it lock from the other side? It's literally something that drops. It can't lock. It's fabric.
You'd be surprised. You could have just duct taped it shut. Or it could be one of those like fake doors where it makes it look like something and it's painted like that, but it's actually like super but it's like an actual wall. Like maybe it's like a metal door that's locked.
That's something.
Or maybe he just nailed down the tent.
That's something I want to do when I'm older. Is like get one of those fake doors, one that's like, literally, no joke.
They run in laps.
Disguised as like a bookshelf, you know, the old classy.
Bye. What do you need? I need to get going.
Bye. Bye is what my dad said 13 and a half years ago.
Man, now's not the time. Yo, bro, you doing okay?
Ellie.
Bro, these dudes doing good?
Me big deal.
Then I'll record you as you start your new Let's Play. You're gonna start a whole new character.
What?
Yeah. But you got a problem with that?
No, I'm just like, you said that out of nowhere. We weren't even
Yeah,
on
bro,
this.
this is literally like the end. See? This is like almost the end.
Is that Hitler?
Dude, you couldn't have just like found another spot instead of having to walk in front of that other guy.
I have a feeling that's Hitler.
Eureka!
I'm surprised you made it out of there in one piece. You ran the damn. I'm impressed. progress to say the least, and that's no easy thing. You secured NCR's future. The administration sends its thanks for what it's worth.
It is worth. It was my duty, General. I was glad to help you out.
And we're glad to have you. Whether you're a soldier of the Republic or not, you're it in my eyes.
Aye.
Sometimes the Republic gets lost along the way while it's trying to follow its instincts.
Yeah, kind of. I can see that.
He's like, it's like Tom Hanks from the new movie Greyhound.
What you've done here
Will rain hell from on high.
Oh yeah, I want to see that movie.
Cause you know he's like a general. That was down.
Clean up, take prisoners, watch the East for any more trouble.
No, we pull a.
They're still running.
Why no?
After that,
Sorry,
we'll see what
I'm an
happens.
idiot.
We pull Legion and be like, you want to have slaves, then we'll make you our slaves.
And if that means Vegas, then you and the troops have earned it.
Maybe travel.
Can't keep the courier spirit down, eh?
Nah.
Fair enough. We'll clean up here. Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run, but I guess history will tell us in its own sweet time.
Done. It's like, yo, you good? My Xbox is old, sorry.
The courier who cheated death from the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again.
Now, I didn't know it's not supposed to happen, but I mean, bodies falling on top of bodies. It does it does establish that I have killed a lot of people.
War never changes.
War makes a lot of bodies. This is the sound of every single thing that I've killed being stabbed.
I don't know why I just stopped.
Also, I found out these buttons don't do anything. They just light up.
Was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam.
If they have any use, I don't know it.
I think the orange one might be a record button for if you have like a microphone.
Through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west.
Tabitha and Rhonda!
Few believed them.
I love Tabitha's glasses.
Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published.
Tabitha's a
and
night
proved to
king,
be
and
quite
Rhonda's the
popular
robot.
with children.
I thought
With the help of the gun
Rhonda.
runners, the
Tabitha
Boomers
was
developed a healthy
popular
trading
children?
relationship with the NCR.
Aww.
Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland, while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
Except for me!
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more.
I did that.
But the Brotherhood of Steel comes back in what, like Fallout 4?
It was destroyed.
Fallout
That's
3?
the East chapter. This is the West chapter. This is on the entire side of the continent.
The death of the Mojave Brotherhood came much too soon for Veronica, and in their absence, she felt truly lost. Yet in its wake, she took small comfort in her decision to remain by their side through their few remaining days.
The weekend, the Fiends attacked McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. NCR repulsed the attack with minimal losses and, in the following days, destroyed the remaining Fiend leaders, breaking their power forever.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
What?
Good Springs saw more trade along I-15 after NCR
Doc
gained
Mitchell.
control of the Mojave wasteland. But with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
No, I
After
didn't
the
mean
second
that,
battle of
Dr.
Hoover
Joel.
Dam,
Oh,
the
now I feel
Great
bad.
Khans returned for a time to Red Rock Canyon. The NCR's pressing need to expand proved greater than its promise of amnesty, and before long the government decided the Khans had to go. The surviving Great Khans were relocated to an isolated barren reservation well north of NCR trade routes.
With no cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia in sight, the disgruntled Nightkin left Jacobstown. Without a treatment, their insanity grew. The crazed Nightkin terrorized the wasteland, and Jacobstown suffered repeated reprisals from mutant-hating humans. In the end, the surviving mutants abandoned Jacobstown entirely. Its existence quickly forgotten by the rest of the wasteland.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam, the temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people.
Beautiful. One
While
thing
the
that I'd
NCR
wanted.
made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their
So, like, how
independence.
long is this thing?
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, feral ghouls, overflowing from the Repcon test site, ravaged the weakened town.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, NCR helps rebuild Prim as a major stopping point on the Lone 15. Though Prim citizens chafe under NCR's taxes, they benefit greatly from the increased protection and merchant traffic.
Edie traveled with the courier until one of its memories of and never seen the waste again.
And so the courier's road came to an
Oh
end.
no! What happened to Eddie?
In the new world of the Mojave
Eddie!
wasteland,
He's such a
fighting
good robot.
continued, blood was spilled, and many lived
Where
and
men
died,
cried.
just as they had
His
in
little
the
tiny
old
beeps. Especially when you let him repair your weapon and make microfusion cells.
Adorable. I know.
Or when you let him shoot his laser. He got really happy by playing music whenever he got into a battle.
He got really beep.
Effectively, he just really liked to beep.
So, I'm gonna just guess.
Congratulations on completing. Would you like to say the name?
No.
No, you turn.
No.
Load.
What? What? That's...
It's like my name, Bumfoot Bumperdink. Alright. Alright. Hold on, no. You need to paint over me. So. And while that chapter of the Mojave Wasteland had come to an end, another was just beginning. And in mere... a couple of seconds? Soon, a man named... What are you gonna name your character?
Oh no, intruder.
Fumpler Mumperdink?
Intruder.
A man named Intrudum shall resave the Mojave, somehow reversing time far enough as well to also go before the original Courier 6, who's known as Mumpler Fumperdink. Which, by the way, why would you do that? Like, man, did all that work, and you just have to go back and reverse all of his crap. Let's do it, Pip-Boy user. Look at